Today we're going to be reacting to this video. Now, with a thumbnail like that, you would expect it to be, you know, pretty, like, insane. Like, whoa, what did Scott say? What did he say? Not much bad, to be honest. Yeah, his video is not very good, and so I'm gonna make fun of it, obviously. By the way, it's kind of the reason why I hate AI content, because it's just really low quality, and yeah, like obviously my videos are not super high quality either. I put down my mic, I record a few lines, add some music, that's about it. So, like, I'm not super high quality either, but, you know, maybe a little more high quality than this. Like, they literally just sit down and tell ChatGPT, write video topic for me. So, like I'm a little better than that, I think, right? I have to actually find these people.
From getting into heated arguments in old school chat rooms, and even some never before heard stories from Double Toasted.
Scott Cawthorn, the guy that made Five Nights at Freddy's. I worked with this dude. He was weird. That's what they called. They called him Bird Gallery.
This is everything we know about Scott Cawthon's unhinged past.
Yeah, you heard that that AI voice. Yeah, that's what plays throughout the entire video. And also, you would expect from the beginning of the video, the intro, where it was like, oh, they called him Bird Gallery, and then also the flames and shit, and he had an unhinged past. You would assume he, I don't know, had an unhinged past. You'll see.
Scott Braden Cawthon, creator of The Desolate Hope, Chipper and Sons Lumber Co., and also the creator of a little indie series you may have heard of called Bible Plays. No, I'm just kidding.
That joke was hilarious. Do you know what would make that joke better? If it was told by a person and not an AI. I'm pretty sure if a person had, human inflections and stuff, I think that would add a lot to the joke. Just a tip.
Recently, fans have been posting old screenshots from Scott's old posts on forums from the early 2000s. This is around the same time he would make the Mush Snail Tale series.
Hi, I'm Fu, and this is Zwippy, and Zwippy gonna turn into a butterfly. Where's Zwippy?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, it kind of made me laugh. Okay, but okay, it was funny. Okay. But I have a question. Why did that sound like South Park a little bit? What the hell? What's going on there?
Before we go any further, I would like to clarify this video is in no way made to discredit Scott Cawthon, nor am I against Scott. I am a huge fan of his work.
You're a huge fan of his work? What do you mean? You're an AI. Like, what? Also, I mean, I'm glad he's not trying to discredit him, despite saying that he said unhinged shit, guys. He said some unhinged stuff so bad. But you're not trying to discredit him? What? How does that work? Like, what? If I went and I was like, hey guys, insert person, look at this. This is the time they said an edgy joke. Is that not trying to discredit them and trying to make it so they can't get a job? Like, is that... Am I wrong here? Like, I feel like that is what he's doing. But he's a fan, so I mean, like, the AI, okay, ChatGPT that wrote this video is a big fan, so, I guess he's not.
Anyways, the source of these threads is unknown, but one thing is for sure. Scott went unhinged. You gotta think about that. Not only was this 20 years ago, but according to that math, Scott would have been 25. So give baby Cawthon a break. We were all young at one point.
We were all young at one point. 25. Let me say that again. 25. Your brain stops developing at 26. Like, your brain is, like, done, like, becoming bigger when you're 26. Obviously, that's not exactly what it is, but you know what I'm saying. 26 is when that stops. 25 is how old he was. I'ma be real. I don't think he's a baby Cawthon, okay? I'm pretty sure that's like very much an adult. That's like very much an adult. That's 7 years into being an adult legally. So I don't know about that one.
These exposed messages were recently found by the Twitter account at Cawthon Medius, a Twitter account dedicated entirely to Scott's old work and presence. Think of a FNAF fan if FNAF never existed. Crazy, right? Imagine if Scott was able to become a successful game developer without causing millions of kids nightmares for years. One leaked message by this Twitter account has Scott in an argument about game development with someone he was truly fed up with.
Just in case you needed any more proof that this is AI generated, just in case you need any more proof, that came out of nowhere. What? Imagine a FNAF fan, but without FNAF. Imagine alcoholic, but without alcohol. Damn, dude, that's true. Imagine a crackhead, but without crack. Hard to imagine, right? Like, what does that have to do with anything that was said immediately after? Only ChatGPT or some other, like, InferKit, I guess. Only those AIs could come up with something so just off topic, out of nowhere, that has nothing to do with anything else that it's saying, and then just continue on as if it said nothing weird.
His username is The General, and he certainly plays the part. The contents of this message are truly out of pocket.
Bullshit, dumbass. Set the platform as a platform, not a fucking obstacle. You obviously don't know how to make a fucking game, you dumb piece of shit. If you make a character that stops when touching a background, way for your character to stick unless you are just a stupid piece of shit. Are you a stupid piece of shit? You obviously can't tell male from female either, so get your head out of your fucking ass. I won't respond to your comments. I honestly just don't give a flying fuck. You go right ahead sticking your characters into walls and ceilings and corners and whatever the fuck else you want to. Smart enough.
I don't think that was very unhinged. Hot take. I don't think that was that unhinged. The only part of that was like unhinged is what he was like, you obviously can't tell male from female. I mean, like, depending on who you ask, that's not even that unhinged. So I mean, like, I'm gonna say that's not very unhinged then. Right, because like when somebody's like, oh, what he said was unhinged, you're expecting him to say something like, we need to bring back slavery or something. You're not expecting someone to be like, you can't tell male from female. It's not even like he's saying this like in a political sense. He's literally just saying this as like an insult back in like the early 2010s. So actually, no, not even early 2010s, like early 2000s. So I'm gonna say that's not that unhinged, to be honest. That seemed more like a general insult rather than like a based statement. Just being like out of nowhere, you're a liberal. I don't think that's what was. I don't think that's what he was doing. I'm pretty sure what he was doing there was literally just being like, "Ha, you're dumb." But I don't know. I could be wrong.
Now, I can't confirm for 100% certain that Scott is in fact the confirmed general of these messages, but from what I've seen from this account, this may actually be him, 9 months after the last unhinged Scott moment. This screenshot features a post from a user named something I think everyone will be familiar with. If you look closer, you can see that he was also banned after only 4 posts. Now, what unhinged activity could Scott have possibly said in this video that would warrant a ban? Well, prepare yourselves, guys, as you all haven't heard nothing yet.
You know it's going to be very unhinged because the last time it was very unhinged. It was so unhinged that it really wasn't unhinged, to be honest. Like, that was the most underwhelming stuff ever. He literally just kind of went, lol, you can't even tell the difference between male and female. Get owned. That was about it. Hopefully this one's going to be a little more unhinged.
To show for yourself whatsoever. Get a hobby, you fucking loser. I can't tell you all how flattered I am that you are all taking me so seriously. It makes me feel good to know that a bunch of failures in the real world have adopted me as their pet project. Go nuts, I'm not going anywhere. But seriously, good luck with future mnemonic projects. I hope your newest version of Pac-Man makes you all millions.
I think it's fair to say Animdude might just be the guy we're looking for. Once again, this post may or may not actually have been the real Cawthon.
Great, so it wasn't even unhinged again. And on top of that, we don't even know if the last one was him, and we don't know if this one was him. So basically, you're telling me that this video is a pile of nothing. It is a nothing burger to its very core. You're telling me that I have wasted my time, and now I've wasted your guys' time too. So that's cool. I really love AI content. I think AI content's good and not ruining YouTube, actually.
I don't have enough proof either way, but on the off chance that this is the man himself, who knew such a lovely Christian family man could have a hidden dark side this whole time? Actually, it kind of makes sense when you realize the kind of games this man makes.
Excuse me, what? 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 Okay, he has a dark side. What is this dark side? You don't know the difference between men and women. Dude, that's so fucking dark. Holy, that is so insane. And then also, who knew? And also, it's obvious because the games he made? He made Five Nights at Freddy's. What? Is that unhinged? I feel like it's not.
This brings us to what Corey Coleman from Double Toasted had to say about Scott. In a recent video, Corey talks about his experiences from when, for a couple months, he actually worked with the man himself.
Scott Cawthorn, I think his name, the guy that made 5 Nights at Freddy's. I worked with this dude back in the early 2000s, man. I was having lunch with my friend Yehudi. He's like, you remember Scott? I was like, Scott, who's like 5 Nights at Freddy's? Scott, like, the guy we worked with? He's like, yeah. He was weird. He was weird and rich. Yeah. That's what they called. They called him Bird Gallery. That's his resume had a bunch of bird stuff in it, so they called him Bird Gallery. And one of the guys called him Bird Gallery one day, and this guy said, hey man, can I talk to you real quick? He's like, yeah. He got him in the hole, like, call me Bird Gallery again. He's like, all right, man, all right. They went back out there, like, yeah, man, if you need any help, let me know. His mind just switched, like he had Gemini shit going on.
At the end of the day, what do you think? Do you think that Scott Cawthon is secretly an unhinged beast? Leave your thoughts down in the comments.
Yeah, he's an unhinged beast. You guys heard him in those clips, man. You heard him. That unhinged beast. He said essentially nothing, and then he was based. A person called him Bird Gallery. He didn't like that, so he pinned him up against the wall. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? That's just kind of based, to be honest. Like, what? How is that unhinged? What a lunatic, man. He didn't like a person calling him a name, so he was like, stop. He was a little forceful, but like, who cares? Like, what? Yeah, what an unhinged lunatic. That was an unironic waste of time. I'm actually genuinely a little sorry that I even uploaded this video, because it was a complete waste of time for me and you. At least I get ad revenue though, so, you know, get owned.